All right, well, thank you for joining us today, Courtney. I'm excited for our conversation. How about to kick things off, you just give us a quick description of what you do at Kapoq?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Courtney Taylor. I'm the product manager here at Kapoq, and I work with the team to plan out and execute on new builds and enhancements based on our roadmap and also feedback from our users.
Awesome. And then I'm sure many people might already be familiar with Kapoq, but maybe for those who aren't or want to learn more, could you just give a brief description of what Kapoq is?
Sure. So Kapoq is an end-to-end software management solution for your Amazon business. Whether you're an agency, an aggregator, or a brand, we have six interconnected modules allowing you to understand the impact of things like being out of stock for your advertising campaigns. Everything sort of talks together, which is awesome. It's not just, focused on one thing. It's not just advertising, inventory, content. All of those pieces are important, so we make sure that they're included. One of the other really cool things about Kapoq is that we actually allow you to view multiple brands and accounts at once. So it provides a lot of flexibility in the way you view your data and how you manage your accounts.
Yeah, I agree. Those are some great features to highlight. Like some of the first things that stood out when I use Kapoq are how it's interconnected in inventory and advertising, and all the modules connect, and also that can handle multiple brands. It's very powerful, and yeah, those are nice things to highlight. And speaking of things to highlight, I know that the development team this year has been really busy. I think there were 118 different features released in Q1 and Q2, which is really impressive. And so I was curious, you've obviously been really close to that, and I didn't know if there were maybe a few that really stood out to you that are your favorite releases that came out so far this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been busy, so there's a lot that's been released. But I think some of the ones that stand out to me, also based on sort of feedback we've gotten from users, the analytics tool comes to mind first and foremost. So we have a comparison and performance tool. They let you look at performance over two different time periods or multiple metrics over one, and really allows you to dig in and see what's happening. And you can look at this from any angle. So you can look at it from an account level, a brand level. You can pick specific SKUs if you want to go that far, and also use tags to aggregate it. So really, like whatever way you want to look at it, we have that option in there. So it's pretty cool. And then advertising as well. So I think one of the biggest things that we're really proud of is the automation for bids and actioning opportunities. So users can actually select the areas that they like to automate. So it really lets you be as granular or as high level as you want. And the data is not just disappearing into, a black box somewhere. You can see all the changes that occur in our change log and really understand, what's happening and impacting your account. So really love that one. And then I think the other one is the inventory module. So we've been spending a lot of time on it. We're still working on it, working to improve it. And I'll talk a little bit more about that, as we talk about upcoming releases. But we did, make some updates that really allow replenishment to be much more efficient. So users can add in a few settings, things such as your lead time, how you want to calculate your demand, and Kapoq will tell you how many units to replenish and when. We'll give you a date. And that hopefully makes things a lot easier for you. You don't have to think about it as much. You don't have to pull a bunch of reports. We'll just do all the calculations for you. We'll even round out case packs. So much like advertising, you could get as granular as you like with these restock settings or keep it as high level. So lots of flexibility between the things that we're releasing.
Yeah, I think those are great features to highlight. And yeah, it's been awesome seeing the last few months how developed the inventory modules become, and just like so many calculations that it will do to make people's lives easier, and as well as visuals to just make things easier to digest and act quickly on. So it's great to see the projected order dates out. You can see, for the rest of the year up, and just to see what you
Yeah.
need to do. And so that's really cool. And it's been awesome to see that happen. So and you made a good transition for me. You mentioned upcoming releases in that response. So my last question I wanted to ask is, we still have a lot of 2022 left, and what excites you most about upcoming features for the rest of the year in K-pop?
Oh man, I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming. As you know, we have, releases every 2 weeks, so we're trying to get, as much as we can in there. I think some of the main highlights for me that I'm really looking forward to are a goals and KPI submodule. So we have all this data. We allow you to sort of set sales goals and ad budgets, but not really do anything, outside of that. So this is meant to sort of bridge that gap. So whatever metric that you want to track, there will be a place for you to do that. We'll provide you a visual. You can see how it's trending up or down if you need to make adjustments. So that's going to be a really fun addition to our analytics module. Day parting. This is a conversation we've had with a lot of our users. Really happy to say that the build is in progress. So we are working on allowing users to day part their campaigns. So they'll be able to customize what days and what hours they really want to spend their budget on or not if they choose not to. So that one's great. And then I think the last one, which actually ties into inventory, is our FBA shipment creation process. So the team has been hard at work. It's been a labor of love to get this up and running, and we're most of the way there. We're in beta testing right now, but it's really going to bridge the gap between, the replenishment portion where we tell you what you need to replenish, and then having the ability for users to go ahead and just create shipments directly from Kapoq without having to jump into Amazon. So a much easier, smoother process. And we're hoping to, just clean that up and sort of lock in that last piece of the process there. So lots and lots of really great things coming. So excited. I know there's going to be even more coming down the line, but I think those are the three that really stand out to me.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds great. And I know, that's a few of many very awesome releases coming out to K-pop for the rest of the year. And those sound fantastic. And I'm excited for all the other things to come as well. So yeah, thanks for joining me today, Courtney. I know we're both busy, got more features to develop for the rest of the year. So we'll get back to it. But thanks for taking the time today and excited to hear all we've done for K-pop and what we have to see for the rest of the year.
Yeah, thanks for having me.